Alright folks, now more than 3 years ago, we got the introduction of the first generation of 3D styles for holiday ops, and they were the hype for that year. So featuring the iconic Batchat, the Grille 15, the IS-7, and finally the T57 Heavy. So these were the iconic first edition or first generation of 3D styles, the forerunners for wargaming to make more styles for Battle Pass or holiday ops, or just introduce them outright. So getting excitement and hype for the personalization aspect of customizing your vehicle. But now on the common test for patch 1.16, there are a few new hidden vehicles that share the same styles as these original 4. So similar to a team jersey for soccer or football. But let's take a look. So here is the Batchat 25T, looks pretty nice, Desert Warfare, with the inscription of I do not know Arabic on the gun barrel, so thank you guys for telling me, but yeah, it's a nice looking skin, and I rate it like a 9 out of 10 or so, but I love this skin, don't have it though. So unfortunately, I only got the T57 Heavy skin, but this is a very good looking skin. Not that much clutter on it. But here is the Batchat 25T AP at tier 9, which shares the same skin. So a little bit different, but the same inscription, I think, on the gun barrel. So large road wheel for the front rather than the camo net. But we're still having the breastplate and the saber at the back. No helmet though. There is a lucky charm of something, or no, that is the genie's lantern, so, or genie's lamp, but rub it and you get 3 wishes. Nice. Well, the helmet is at the front as well, so it's very similar to the tier 10, the OG skin, but now you can get it for tier 9 as well, so not bad. I mean, every tank needs a skin, and here is the same style for the AMX 13 105 at tier 10. So same inscription, same helmet, and stuff for the back. Yep, the same breastplate, genie lamp, as well as saber. Very nice. So it's like that for all the tanks. So we're getting new styles, quote unquote, with the OG first edition of 3D styles. And the first OG 3D styles are not all bad, other than the Grille 15, which is like a 7 out of 10, but these are like 8.5 out of 10, or 9, which is pretty good. Here is the T57 Heavy with the original skin. So I love this skin, I have it now, but featuring the iconic Snoopy for the Modus on top. So love it, it's American as all hell. It's a great looking skin too. Oh my gosh. Only thing about it is I would love some more things on the back of the hull, like more boxes for the engine deck. But that's just a small detail. There's a grenade launcher. A thumper. I never noticed that for the turret. There's actually a thumper and a machete. That's cool. Small details I never noticed in 3 years of playing with this vehicle. That's just me, but pretty nice. Also the chieftain's hat for the turret. Nice, small detail. But very iconic skin, very nice looking. And here it is for the T110E5. Now, ooh, I don't know, but you may think this looks good, but it's debatable if this is better than the Battle Pass skin for the T110E5. I like this skin too. I mean, would still like some more boxes for the engine deck or fuel tanks for the back of the vehicle, but the dumper is still there with the machete and chieftain's hat, so all the clutter are still there. And that's pretty nice, but the same minigun, the same Modus, pretty nice. I mean, all the same stuff. I mean, it's still a good looking skin. And let's see if this is better than the Battle Pass skin, which I missed out on since I chose the IS4 skin. But where the hell is the T110E5? If I can actually find it. Freaking long ass list. So it's called the Hellhound, similar to the T57 Heavy. But let's take a look at the Condor for Battle Pass. So yeah, this is the Battle Pass skin if you picked it over the IS4, but that was about 2 years ago or a year ago, but it was 2 years ago. It has a large radio dish and a marine unmanned submarine thing. So okay, I still think this is a decent skin, but I'm now leaning towards the Hellhound for T110E5. Debatable. Yeah. Well, they do cover up the large ass cupola with machine guns for the Hellhound skin, but that cupola needs to be buffed. Please buff it. Alright, going back down to the list. Hellhound. Yeah, it's a little bit nicer. They cover up with the Vulcan machine gun. Or minigun. It's not the Vulcan. Thinking about the M113, but still good skin. And moving on to the T54E1, very similar to the T57 Heavy. So it's not a heavy tank, but it is classified as a heavy now rather than a medium. Still the same Snoopy for the gun shield, the minigun, the thumper for the back. Yep, thumper for the back is still there with the machete. Chieftain's hat is still there. So nice to know that all the original clutter is still there for the vehicle. That's nice. 59 for the back of the mudguard or covering. But yeah, still would like more fuel tanks or boxes for the engine deck, but that's just me. So I would still probably rate it a 9 out of 10. And the basic T110E5 looks, you know, bare and naked, so very nice skin. I love it. It is very similar to the T57 Heavy. It's practically the same, but it's at tier 9. So yep, love it. Here is the Grille 15 with the anti-oxidizing paint of the red for the hull. So thank you guys for telling me, because I don't know all the stuff, of course, but anti-oxidizing paint used later than 1943 or so for the vehicles. But yep, all the good stuff. MG42. They wrote stuff on the gun shield. Nice. So basically, I think this is the least interesting because of the color scheme of the original skin. So a 7 out of 10, I believe, for the original rating. But here is the Waffentrager Pz 4 with the same color scheme. So it also shares it on the mouse, but the mouse has like 4, not 2, anti-aircraft machine guns that cover up half the screen, which is ridiculous. But I would prefer a different skin for the Waffentrager Pz 4 because I play it a lot, but it's not that much prominent with the color scheme difference from the yellow to the red, so it's less noticeable in a sense, more bearable. But I play this vehicle a lot, that's why I have 3 marks for it. But here is the Skorpion, not the Skorpion G, so now it looks like half a Skorpion G and half of a red fire truck for the hull, but pretty decent. I mean, it's just basically me against the Grille 15, since the Grille 15 needs to be buffed. That's just the stat of the vehicle driving the skin down for me. But all the machine guns are there. That's great. So I love it. I love the skin. Not as much as the T57 Heavy, but still, if we can apply it to all the classes, like a jersey, that would be great. Also, if we can get the skin for free, if we get like 3 marks for the vehicle, that would be also awesome. So if you 3 mark with the marks of excellence on a tank, you get the skin. That would be great as an accomplishment to the vehicle. But for the Longtail Borsig, I still think the one you could get from I think it was well-deserving reward or long-time player reward, and that skin is a little bit better than this one. I think still has the MG42 and very nice looking as well. So I think the skin that you could get from well-deserving reward, or one of the which, is this one, the Frettchen. But this looks a lot better with the tree branches and stuff. So got this from spending tokens, and I think looks a little bit better as a camouflaged ghillie suit of a tank in a sense. But it is supposed to be sneaky, it is supposed to be stealthy, and this fits the aesthetic a little bit more. And some of you guys can tell me what this gun is. I have no idea, but then again, I'm not that well versed in weaponry outside of American, so American bias. But yeah, this one is a little bit better than this one. And finally, moving on to the original IS-7 with the granite skin. So pretty nice looking as well. The anti-aircraft KPV machine guns are okay. It's not as prominent as a mouse, so still very nice looking skin. Very well done. I can't talk. That's great. Amazed by the vanity of these vehicles. So the beauty of it distracts me, but very nice looking skin. And now we have it for a bunch of tier 10 heavy tanks for the Russians, like the IS-4. So it's holy crap. I still think the Blue Marine Battle Pass skin is a little bit better, but this one doesn't have the inflatable raft for the back, so that's a plus. But that thing is pretty jarring for the Battle Pass skin. So we'll take a quick look coming right up, but not a bad looking skin too. Looks more in line with the recent ST2 skin, but it's not bad looking. I mean, the granite, whatever the thing called, on the IS-7 is already pretty great. So the original skin for the Marine Battle Pass, I think this one looks a little bit better. So obviously the blue color scheme is a lot better than the green one, but that's just me. The only downside is the clutter of the raft and the snowmobile in the back, but small detail, so just barely small detail. So I still love the blue color scheme for this vehicle, and the twin machine guns for the turret. Twin into the sides too, not in the directly front of your reticle when you try to aim stuff. So it's like bunny ears, but bunny ears of death. So yeah, this thing cover up half the screen like a mouse's. So give me a freaking second to see the mouse with the garbage ass super long. God, that thing is covering up half the screen. This thing take up half of the freaking reticle when you try to aim at stuff. It just cover up the whole front of the vehicle. It's so dumbass looking. Quad anti-aircraft machine guns covering up half the goddamn screen. So yep, yeah, it's better than that. It's not taking up everything of the freaking screen on your face. All right, on to the Object 277. No, it's not as good as the Battle Pass one, but it's still pretty decent. So similar to the IS-7 as well. The same flavoring, of course, but large ass machine gun in the back. The anti-aircraft machine guns taking up half the screen, preventing you from aiming at stuff without using the gunner sights. But well, yeah, debatable. It's still a good skin. It's still like a 9 out of 10, but I gave the original Battle Pass skin a 10 out of 10 because this skin is pretty great. The machine gun is not in your face. It has a nice green coloring to the background. So small history with the teddy bear because it's its commander's daughter's teddy bear that she sent all the way from home. So nice backstory, nice lore if you prefer, but I love this skin. 10 out of 10 originally I gave it, but I think it's better than the current granite skin for the Object 277. And finally for the ST2, we have the same style, large ass machine gun for the back. It is more prominent since the ST2 is taller, so takes up more of the screen, but I think the Holiday Ops skin for this vehicle is better than this one. So we'll take a look at the Holiday Ops skin in comparison, but it's mostly because the anti-aircraft machine gun jaunting in your face, taking up half the screen when you're trying to shoot at stuff, especially with the double barrel, but yeah, it's right in your reticle. But here is the Holiday Ops skin, and I have it, so I love this skin a little bit more, and it's a lot more intimidating in a sense, mostly because of the freaking rocket launchers in the back, the Katyusha similar rocket launchers in the back. But they increased the size of the turret in sense of the stowage boxes, so it looks more flat and modern, so that's pretty cool. And also a mortar for the crew or for infantry in the back. I love this skin a little bit more than the graphite skin or granite skin, one of the which, for the IS-7. So there you go, folks. All the skin sets that's similar to the OG, the original first edition of skins released on the original 4. So not a bad few in my honest opinion, but obviously the Waffentragers kind of the weak point of all these 4. So yeah, if the color schemes were a little bit different and with a little bit more covering like camo nets, I would actually give it more of a rating, right? Similar to this style with the tree branches and the ghillie suit, that would be more fitting, but it's not that, so disappointing. But if we could get these skins as a achievement for the vehicle, that would be great. Like if you achieve 3 marks on the tank, you will get the skin. So if you do pretty well, like what I do with my T54E1, get 3 marks, you get the skin. That would be great. But for wargaming, obviously that's not the case, so you have to fork up money some way or somehow, probably for these skins. But I still like the option of having it than not. So very nice looking. But there you go, folks. A few hidden skins for patch 1.16 on the common test, giving their respect to the OG, the original 4, with the pavement or the paveway to introducing 3D styles to World of Tanks. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
And now I understand what you tried to say to me, how you suffered for your sanity, and how you tried to set them free.